guess I'm paying for using unsterilized soil. I did not have this problem last year, but this has got to get under control. So what I think I'm going to do is all these large plants are getting scrapped. So here they are, and you can just see. Do you see all of the white all over these plants? There's just no way I can get this under control unless I get rid of these plants. So I'm going to harvest whatever is here. I'm going to hose down my babies really, really well. And that's going to be that. Like, this stuff's just, it's got to go. I cannot fight this fight anymore. So, okay. Well, I just got, like I said, got rid of all of the big plants. Now, here's the fruit I got from it. I'm going to take this up and rinse it off really well. The floor's a mess, so I'm going to like 3 times clean this floor. I'm going to clean up the mess, wipe it, and then I'm going to like disinfect. I'm not sure if I'll use maybe a little bleach water and really, I hate using bleach, but I feel like my best bet is to really just wipe. I need to wipe this down. I don't know if you can see, there's dead aphids all over it. Yeah, gross. But there's what I'm left with the babies. I need to water them. I did spray everybody really, really well already. Top and bottom of all the leaves. And then I soaked the soil around them. But one thing I did want to say is I only got 2 not even completely ripe fruits from my Veroni glaze, crow's eye. So as you can see, I took 2 chunks off, and I'm just going to hose these down and put them in water. Like I'm going to like hose them down and hopefully reroot these so I don't have to start more seeds. I'm going to take off the flowers because I don't want them to be worried about producing fruit until they get themselves rooted. Right. Get ready for a big change. Okay, so let me explain. I mutilated a few of my larger plants just to see if maybe I could bring them back. I don't know. I may end up tossing them out here in the graveyard with the rest. This is a mess. I'm not going to deal with this today. Look at this. It's just infested plants everywhere. I did pick all the fruit off. I'm going to save seeds and eat the tomatoes that were ripened, but everybody's watered, everybody's sprayed with natural. Anybody that had like a somewhat infestation has been either like the leaves taken off or sprayed really well. Like I took them upstairs and hosed them down in the sink, sprayed everything that I could see off of it, brought them back down, dried them off, and then sprayed them with natural. So I turned the fan on them for like 15 minutes and just let them dry off, and then I sprayed them. And then over here, Kina and me, Lauren and me, Kina, the one I propagated of Kina died. These were all infested with aphids, but I took them up and hosed them down, so there's nothing on them now. I may end up taking these basils up and rinsing them off. I actually think that I might need to... The soil looks like there's not a whole lot of vermiculite in it, and or perlite. Like both of these, and they've just kind of been stunted, and I think it's because the soil's not has enough aeration in it. So I think this whole lot right here needs more perlite. So, camera dirty. Ugh. But then this is what's left on my shelves. So I tore off a whole bunch of leaves, hosed these all down, and then sprayed them. Everybody looks fairly aphid free. Like these were like covered in aphids. Oh, see, there's some there. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll come down tomorrow because they're so small. It's a lot. I feel like this is going to be a lot more manageable because they're small. I can like turn over the leaves, kill any aphids, spray them, and fingers crossed I get this under control. Because it's not going to be worth it if I don't, having these plants in here and an aphid infestation, and I'm not able to grow my peppers or my tomato plants. Because I'm supposed to be starting my peppers this weekend. Yeah, so. I know I didn't show a whole lot of the process of me, like, actually doing stuff. I just wanted to get it done because Ben and I are about to head over to Materville, I think. I need to eat. It's like 3:30 and I haven't eaten yet. All right, everybody. So it is the next day after the cleanup. And what am I doing now? Well, I am desperately trying to kill every last bug that I see. I've got my natural. So what I'm doing is I'm going through, and these are like soft-bodied creatures, whatever, organisms. So just by doing this, I'm going through all the leaves and squishing. Now, a couple little tips. I don't know if you just saw that, but one of them fell off. So they do fall back into the soil. So after I'm done doing a little squishing, then I'm taking my natural and I'm spraying all in the soil here. All right, I'm going to spray the plant too, but I'm going to try to kill as many bugs as I can first. And I just wanted to, I'm telling you all this just in case any of you all have this issue. I don't know if my efforts are going to work, but I got to try, right? I could scrap everything, but that doesn't mean my next crop won't have an issue too. So for the next week, this is on my to-do list. Clearly, I can't do it on days when I work. Today's Saturday, so I have tomorrow. But morning and at night, I'm coming down here, and I'm going to repeat this same process. Now, a couple things I wanted to tell you that I've noticed is when I spray the soil here, they climb up onto the edge of my grow pots, trying to get away from it. So I don't know if you can see them. Here's one. But then I'm like, beep, squishing it. So my plan is I've done this process on the other side where all the other babies are once already. I'm going to do it again because the ones that fall down and climb up, get back on the plant. I'm hoping doing the process twice, I'll be able to catch a few more bugs. I gotta say, and I'm looking everywhere. I'm even looking at the trays. If I see anything moving, it's getting squished. Yes, I'm putting a lot of effort into this, but I want to save my plants. So this is what I'm doing. So I've already done this one, as you can see, but now I can see some more of them have gotten, my pants are covered in aphid guts and gnat guts. I'm putting up more traps. So there's one I just put in. Yeah, you can see. Once I'm done, like some of them fall off and then they just climb right back on. So, and then sometimes I'm doing this, hoping maybe I will squish them enough. I don't know if I'm just squishing them down into the soil, but I thought maybe I'm killing a few by just squishing the top of the soil. I'm really going to all kinds of lengths here. It's kind of funny because I don't even know if it'll work, but I'm definitely giving it my best effort. I can tell you that much. I've already been down here probably an hour, maybe longer. I don't even know, but I'm starting my peppers right after this. So this has got to get under control before those little babies emerge. I'm feeling, see, look, they climbed up onto the edge. Bye. Little shh. Here's some more. Onto the edge. And I did also spray the pot itself a little bit. Here's another one on the edge. Ooh, and a slug. Grody, you are a no-go. Yuck. Oh, I see some more. A couple of these plants were very, very much infested. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. So I'm probably going to be down here another hour doing this, just killing bugs. The more I kill, the less they can procreate, the less problem I will have later on. Even the little white, there's like little white flies, I'm killing them too. There's another one up on the edge. So like me just sitting down here staring at my plants. We'll see. We'll see if I can get this under control. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Materville. It's been a while since I've been here. It's been kind of cold. It's also been, I've been away, and I don't think I've been here. Was I here after Mexico? I don't know. But, so what I'm here to do today, because last weekend I was going to come here with Ben and put the fence up. That's what we were planning on doing. And then it was like cold and windy, and I just didn't feel like it just didn't feel like it would be a fun to do that day, so we decided not to. Plus I really wanted to get this part. Oh, okay, well, the wind's definitely been ferocious, or whatever gets in these piles is being a butt. As you can see, yeah, it looks like something removed them and is digging. So you see, look, you see that they dig it and move it over. So I'm gonna have to fix those, and I am going to pull up the rest of the green fence and remove this side now, and then I'm also going to be ambitious. I don't know if I'll get around to it. Depends on how difficult this fence is to get up, but I wanted to finish this row with mushroom compost. That would leave whatever is left of the pile. I actually wanted to, I started to build up all the way around the fence because I wanted to grow stuff on the inside of the fence. So my plan when we put this fence up is actually to pull this out just a bit, like another foot, because it's kind of hard to get the wheelbarrow in here right now. So I got to get to work, but that's the plan. I just got done mailing off about, I'm hoping about half of the packages for the shamrock seed swap. I didn't count, I should have, but that took a lot longer than I thought it would. That's like the worst part of the process, is standing there at the P.O. box having her. I could probably do it myself from home somehow, but by the time it rolls around to like do it, I'm already just like, whatever, I'll just take it to the post office. So yeah, so let's get to work. Okay. Whew. Ooh, I'm sweaty and kind of dirty. Okay, so it's 3:45 exactly, and I finished. So I got that row done. I also got all of the fence taken down on both sides. I kind of, you can see where I've like disturbed all the way across because I had it buried underneath the mulch, just to kind of keep like a little bit of a barrier of things that would like try to dig and get underneath of it. So I'm going to do the same with the new fence, or at least attempt to do it. And so all of the old fence is in my trunk, and as I suspected, this side, which kind of got shaded by the tomato plants from the sun when it's at its peak and its hottest, was not as warped, so it all came up in pretty much one piece. I said I'd work till 4, so I was really busting my butt because I wanted to get this done, and it's not quite 4, so I did good. I'm gonna put my wheelbarrow back, and then I'm gonna head home and try to clean myself up for tonight's Tomato Talk live show with Craig LaHoolier. So whew, I'm so happy I got this done. So now I can, there's still a few places that I think could use a little bit more mushroom compost that don't look like I have it piled up as much on one side or the other. But I'm happy that I got some mushroom compost on the rows, and like at least a little bit of it, because now the worms can come up and start dragging that stuff down dirty hand. I was wearing gloves, but this what went through the gloves. So I'll catch you guys in the next clip. I do believe when I get home, because the Tomato Talk Live isn't until 7, but I got to get mentally prepared. But there's some stuff in the basement that I want to update you on, so I'll see you there. Okay, it's the next day, guys. Sorry, I got distracted with things and life happened. So, but it's the next day and I've got a bunch of things going on. I'm going to be making some pickled beets. Haven't made pickled beets in a while, but the girls are starting to produce more. So these were store-bought eggs that we got a while ago, and now that they're producing, of course, we're eating those, and these have been sitting in the fridge for a couple weeks. So I'm like, let's make some pickled eggs. I've also got a ham slow cooking there. I mean, it's one of those fully cooked hams. So I'm just cooking it up. I'm gonna make potato salad. But what I'm doing right now is I'm all decked out. I'm getting into the feels of the Shamrock seed swap because I'm about to take that to the post office and get it all sent out. I still have, I think, 2 or 3 more people international that I gotta send those out. But that takes some time. I'll show you why. I'll put in a little clip here and show you why those take more time to send out as opposed to just a bubble mailer where I can just put all the seeds into like a Ziploc baggie and then put the Ziploc baggie into the bubble mailer. Or if the bubble mailer feels like it's a secure one, I just dump the packets of seeds in there, count them out and put them in there. But yeah, I'm like 98% done. And this is another part that I just don't care to do, is going to the post office and standing there for like 45 minutes while they weigh them, sticker them. It's a process, but I get joy from doing this each year, so I just keep on doing it. And I hope everybody is excited to get their packages because I feel like I did a pretty good job swapping stuff. So all right, so I'm sitting here working on the very last Shamrock seed swap package. So this is why international ones are such a PIA, because I have to tape each one to the card, and I do both sides of the card, and then I will put a little piece of foam between the seeds, and then I've got my little thank you note and some stickers. And then what I'll do is I'll close it up and actually tape each and every side closed. And then in the envelope it goes. And then I actually tape all of the cracks up too. Each one of the seams, I guess I shouldn't call it a crack, but the seams, I tape all the seams up. Oh, and I'm also adding a little bit of fun glittery stuff inside of it, but yeah, so I think I'm going to be doing 2, and well, I have this card, but there's so many seeds, I think I'm going to do a second card for this person, because I don't want to be stuffing them all in just one card. But yeah, that's it. I am almost done, and then on to the next thing on my to-do list. Okay, everybody, so we are down in the basement with all my baby plants. I said I was going to give you an update yesterday, and I also want to show you something. I think somebody left me a comment. I think that's what it was. Somebody left me a comment mentioning this product, so I bought it, and we're going to give it a shot. So if you remember, I did have a big clean out when I got back from vacation. I'm not sure how my vlogs are set up at this point. I just keep recording stuff. I need to actually be upstairs right now editing one, but I was sitting there messaging people about the Shamrock seed swap, their pictures and stuff, and sometimes I'll like mix in like movement type activities, like, okay, it's time for you to get up and just move around a bit, and then you can go back and sit down again and edit a video. So that's my plan. But if you remember, I have yet to clean up the graveyard. All the plants are still, now they're all blown around and stuff, but my goal was today to get out there and do some work, but it's still windy and cold, and tomorrow's supposed to be a lot nicer. So I thought, let me get everything on my to-do list that is like inside type chores done today, and then I'll just spend all day tomorrow working outside, cleaning up whatever that is. My backyard is such a mess right now, but we'll get to that. But let me show you these plants. So I have spent so much time squishing bugs. I think I showed in a clip where I was just twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day, coming down and looking at my plants and just squishing the bugs that I see. And I think I've got it more or less under control. There's still some flies or gnats, and I am spraying the natural, I think like once a day, which I need to do that after I'm done doing this. But the aphid situation was what was really killer. I've got the little white aphids as well as the little pink red aphids, but I think I've pretty much squished most of everything. Like, I'm looking at the plants now and I'm not seeing anything. And I gotta say that once I got this under control, they are looking so much better. So much better, especially my pepper plants. Now, I will say this. I think my mixture of soil has needed a little bit more perlite. I don't know if it's the fact that they're kind of stunted because they were getting sucked dry. But you can see, like, the bottom leaves, how much yellower they are than the tops. So the plants are bouncing back. See, there's another one. It was looking really rough. Same. There's the yellow leaves, and now the top is just looking great. Oop, I see some aphids. I got to get at that plant. I'll be right back. Okay, as I was saying, I've noticed that, and I'll put up the bag of what it is. I usually get, it's 2 cubic square, or 1 cubic foot from Walmart, and it looks the same, but the bigger bag that I buy from walmart.com, which has, I think it's 2 cubic feet, which is all I can get right now. The 1 cubic foot one is unavailable, so I've been buying the other one. But I feel like the smaller bag is different somehow. I think, and it might be because it says moisture holding or moisture control or something like that on the bag. So it's probably formulated a little bit differently. But I feel like the bigger bag didn't have as much perlite, and I kind of just didn't pay attention to that. It's still good stuff. It's not woody or anything, but I feel like it's a little bit more compacted, where when you have these baby plants trying to get themselves established or fight an infestation, they need that aerated type of mixture. And so what I did, make a long story short, I bought a big old box of perlite. I'll throw a picture up of what I got. I also yesterday went and bought a big old bag of vermiculite. So I used to make my own and sterilize my own seed starting mix, but I don't really want to do that anymore. I want to already have some fertilizer in my mix, which that can mean, if I'm not sterilizing, that I end up with bug issues. But honestly, I've never had, because I did the same thing last year, and I've never had such an issue. I think it was because I brought in a few of these pots. I had Jennifer, Keena, and Lauren in pots that I grew dwarves in outside all year long, and I had wood chips on the top. And I also remember mixing in mushroom compost in the soil. So when there's material that's getting broken down by bacteria and bugs, they're gonna lay eggs. So I'm pretty sure, you know, it wasn't the actual like seed starting mix. It was the fact that I mixed in 1, pots that had compost in them, and 2, they'd been outside all summer. Wasn't smart. And there was also wood chips, so I'm sure there was bugs in the wood chips too. Even I make mistakes. I knew better than that, but I did it anyways. It's okay, because it needed to be done. I needed to be getting rid of those plants, because clearly I still don't have any room for anything. And I'm about to start seeds, so it's kind of one of those things that I'm like looking at it like a blessing in disguise, because now I have room for all of this, where I wouldn't have if all my other plants, my big plants, like I have a really hard time getting rid of anything that's like a healthy plant that's giving me fruit. Like I don't want to. Like so that kind of forced me. Even then with the infestation, I mean, you saw how ridiculously hard I fought to keep those plants. They should have been gotten rid of before I went on vacation, but I just kept spraying and spraying, and it was kind of ridiculous. But that's here nor there. So what was I saying? So somebody mentioned to me that I should try this. It's called neem. It was called like a neem cake or neem meal. So what I've done is I've got a bucket of the mix, which I have added some perlite to, so it's much more, I don't really know if you can tell. Do you see how much more? I guess you probably can't tell, but there's a lot more perlite mixed in, so it's a lot more fluffy and aerated. It's a little damp, so it kind of holds its shape, so that's exactly how I want it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix in to this entire bucket of this soil, this neem, and it says it's good for the soil too. It helps promote plant growth, and what are all the, it's a excellent all-natural fertilizer for enriching golf courses, gardens, and agricultural soils. And I also said, but this is like neem oil was what you spray to kill aphids and other sap-sucking bugs. So this says, for vegetables, flowers, and lawns, 30 pounds per 1,000 square feet. So this is not a tablespoon per gallon of soil, and mix thoroughly. So I would say this is probably about a gallon. So I'm just going to do a little palmful, mix it in, and then I'm going to spread it. I'm going to spread it around the tops of each of my pots. So I might need more than one bucket because I've got more plants over yonder under lights. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do, and hopefully any buggies that are, you know, lurking on the soil, they're going to come up into this and die. And yeah, so that's what I'm doing right now. Okay, so I have topped every single one with a nice layer. Oh, I think I need to finish those two. Not every single one. Yes, I did not top those two. I can tell just by the way the soil looks. It got a little bit like, what do I want to say? Like algae growth? Like, what is the green stuff? Algae? Because they were down in the basement all week long without this being on. And it was a pretty cold week. And so there was a little bit of that happened. Like, yeah. You can see, I didn't put any on here, and you can see those are my basils. But yeah, everybody over here, same thing. And I also up-potted, had 3 dwarf jade booties that germinated, so I up-potted those into these little containers. And then I also up-potted, which I really needed to do this last weekend, but I didn't get around to it. So these were the, I need to slide these over under the lights. These were the propagations. I took trimmings before I tossed Jennifer and Lauren, both of them out, which I'm glad I did because both have variants. Mine are potato leaves, so there's one and there's one, but I didn't label which one was. I'll know with the color because the one is really dark in color. I'm naming it Jennifer's Mud Pie. And then Lauren's, she's got 2 really cool different ones too. I hope they taste good. But yeah, I potted those, and then I had one little, is this Paulintian? Yeah, one little Paulintian that I hadn't up-potted yet. So I got that all up-potted. And then I've got my hots over here in front of the heater. So I was noticing, oh, I think I need to back it up just a scotch. I know hots, like super hots and hots, they need the soil to be like 80 degrees plus to germinate. I have tried to do like the Ziploc baggie germination. It just does not work for me. So I have better luck doing it this way. So this is the way I'm doing it. I'm just spinning it. Like I had it the other way and then I turned it. So I'm trying to get them warmed up enough. But everybody was been sprayed with natural, and everybody's looking good. I can't remember. I'm gonna have to watch my vlog because I know that I talked about what this one was when I stuck it in water, but it is getting roots already. So that was what, a week ago? Yeah, last week when I chucked everybody outside. So, and my pepper plants are looking so much better. That's what was the issue. It was the gnats and the aphids just sucking the life out of my things. So we're getting it under control. We are getting, there's a lot less flying arounds happening here. But yeah, so I've started all my seeds for, I don't even think I've shown you. So there's my sweets and then some flowers, which have already come up. They came up a few days ago. The zinnias and the basils. Yeah, zinnias and basils. And then also there's a lot of these fireworks poppies. There's a few things that have not germinated just yet. But there's the tray of sweets and the other tray of sweets. Oh, there's two. 1, 2, I've got them long ways. Just until they germinate, and then they'll need to come out. I have them really close to the lights, so. Yeah, I think that is where I'm gonna end this video because it's probably very long. I never feel like they're long, but they always end up being 30 minutes. Because I'm long-winded and I just want to explain everything to you, but yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. So I think things are now that I've got the infestation kind of sitting outside and not inside, I think things are looking up. I think I'm gonna be okay. So till the next one, guys, I hope you enjoy your day.